You stated that a lot of folks were neutral about the freeway. Generally, who was in support of the freeway and who was in opposition?
Well, the supporters were the city of Hayward primarily, and then the Chamber of Commerce, very much so. And they were exceptionally critical of us when we would go and complain to the city. So we knew pretty much where the people were who supported it, the freeway being built, no matter what. And then there were people like ourselves and our friends and people that came to the meetings because Caltrans by law had to have meetings. The city also had meetings, and interestingly enough, Senator Bill Lockyer at the time also had a meeting about the upkeep of properties by Caltrans because he was in the Senate at that time. These were public meetings, and we would be able to stand and argue what we felt was incorrect behavior on the part of Caltrans toward its own properties. And we always argued that, always pointed it up as much as possible. But then by that time, we decided that we were not getting very far with the city or the chamber. And we also decided that because of the location, the very thing became divisive. It was dividing the city almost literally in half. So we went to court and we got out the voter's handbook. And because we had a lot of people on our committee directing scientifically and politically and intellectually, and we discovered in the voter's handbook language that supported our cause. And we took that language to what was called the lower court at the time, and we lost at that level. But the next level, which is the Superior Court, we reapplied, and we were found by this wonderful judge that we did have an argument, but he couldn't solve it completely. He sent it on to the state of California because of the state funding the property. And then we paid for 2 lawyers, and those 2 gentlemen put together our arguments. And in the meantime, because we were criticized for no solution, our committee, put together the alternate, what we have now, people call loop. We called it an alternate to Route 238. So there were a lot of things all happening within the same time period, but of course this same time period stretched out to be 26 years. And at the end of the 26 years, at the state level, at the level of being in court, 3 appellate judges decided in our favor, and in essence it was that the drawing on the map that was shown in the voter's handbook was not accurate because the language of the voter's handbook states that it should be a long Mission and Foothill boulevards. And the judge found in our favor, and we argued. That was one of our arguments. We had 2 other arguments too, and that was the fact that you can't put a freeway through a national or state park, and that we're also destroying 5 homes that were eligible for the National Historic Registry of Historical Places. You cannot put a freeway through any of those buildings either.